So I know you might be sitting there on the couch, high as hell, and thinking to yourself, what's something good to eat right now? Munchies kicking in crazy, right? I got an idea. Best damn salad, salmon, turkey burger, they got it all. You can choose from a smorgasbord of options right over at bestdamnsalad.com. This is J Focuz from the Thewakenbakepodcast. Let's get back to the show. The old man, he said something, and then that nigga was like, hell no. I want that. I want to sample that and have that. Hell no. Because I think Foolish used to use that shit on the radio in the morning.
I say that shit all the time.
Yeah. Yes, because of Foolish. Shout out to fucking Foolish. Yes, that was House Party.
Hell no.
Hell no. God damn. Appreciate it. Engineer of the Year. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know where we were, Hitsville Studios. In the loft.
Yeah. Hit the buzzer again.
Yeah, do that. So, is it a classic?
Wait,
is what we do.
Wait, get their opinion
So,
on what might be a classic first.
Okay, right. Before we do that, do you have any albums or mixtapes? We doing mixtapes right now. We usually do albums. That might be a classic. Oh damn. That you think might be like a considerable classic. Maybe not something that everybody just think it is, like Cushion OJ. Like we kind of all collectively agree.
That was mixtape, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be,
So you don't. No. I'm just saying, like nothing like that. We all know that that's one. Yeah, I mean, it may be something earlier. Yeah, maybe something from earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Like, and something that we probably will all know the person. You can even do some city shit. What we got? Doughboys Cash Out. Chances Make Champions 1.
Which volume?
What up? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to do some city shit?
We do city shit.
Fair enough. So, because I'm talking about, is it a classic? We just review her shit.
I mean, like Gucci was big.
But no. So what we got on the board is Crenshaw from Nipsey Hussle. You familiar with Crenshaw? So if I name some songs, you just so you not. Face the World, the motherfucking. Yeah. Okay. Look, yes, he's familiar. So we can just go from here. So yes, our album for today is Crenshaw. It's a mixtape. It's an album now because it's available for streaming, and if you can make money from it, it's not a mixtape. That is my definition of a mixtape.
I would say Dedication 2.
Dedication 2 is a classic though. We all kind of agree.
We already went through there. I went here.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's just like a consensus amongst the community of hip-hop goers. Like, Purple Haze 2. Purple Haze by Cameron. Anybody that's familiar with Cameron's discography knows that is the epitome of his career. His shit was on the decline from that point. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? That was just your best work of art. You couldn't top it. And that is most people's situations. Food and Liquor, Lupe Fiasco. We don't really got to talk about it. We kind of, I'm naming albums. Like we kind of just all agree.
Stuff that's already agreed on.
Yeah, you ain't have to talk to nobody for you to say, this is okay for me to say that this is a classic. We kind of, So that's why it's hard. Like we had to think, and we were even doing like discographies at one point. Like
Rich Boy, I don't know if Throw Some D's on it was his album or
that was just his song.
No, the album.
He had the album that was on. I can't remember what it was called, but it was good.
I played that whole thing.
He can rap. That nigga could fucking go.
That was my shit. And then Mike Jones.
Okay. Yeah. His first one was a go.
Everybody ready the whole Mike Jones tape. All them bitches.
Okay, but no, it's okay. It's okay because we gonna go ahead and do Crenshaw.
Okay.
So we here to represent for my homie Nipsey, man. We didn't get a chance to do Nipsey on this show yet, so this is cool for us. I could not get in
because I don't have the internet.
So, what we typically do is my homeboy Bones would go ahead and explain why he knows the numbers to everybody's first week sales, because he just fucking does for the most part. And so he will guesstimate, then I will reveal the number, see if it's close. I can't get into the numbers right now because I don't, once again, but all I got is my track list and all that good shit. So that's pretty much all I need at this point. I got a little bit of information. Do I have singles? Actually, it was no singles because this is the real life mixtape era. This is when real mixtapes was getting made. So a little bit of precursor into this. So why this mixtape Crenshaw by Nipsey Hussle was so important is he showed people in the industry that you could tap into your fan base in a direct way that would satisfy anybody's budget to recoup whatever they were trying to get by releasing an album that he charged $100 for the physicals. Now, that is why this is kind of like the hybrid model when people kind of started selling openly their mixtapes and releasing it for free on that pit. So this is that period. You know, they might have sold it at concerts and shit, like I think. But no, I can't think of a concert that I ever went to by a major artist and I got their mixtape from that and I bought it. They had always passed it out. Like, you just be in the audience, like at a fucking Young Jeezy show. I think we had went to that was like one of the first shows I kind of had went to on my own, like, you know, and that was, we were just standing around, and then a nigga with a fucking Can't Ban the Snowman t-shirt gave us a fucking Can't Ban the Snowman mixtape.
Well, didn't Nipsey have a private page? Like,
right. So that's why it was the hybrid model. So he was selling it, but he was also putting it online on that pit. And so you could go there and listen to it for free, but niggas was proud to pay. So that's why it was something that people weren't familiar with. It shook the whole game up. I think the whole rumor was, it might be true too, that Rock Nation bought like 100 copies or something. It was Rock Nation. You know, you got to do that under the company name, so you ain't got to pay. You know, yeah, that was free. I just showed him some love. That was some real love, like, and you know, it was like $10,000 or whatever, so it was like $1,000. But yeah, like, so, I think this project is really important to the culture. Y'all have any like immediate thoughts? Like, what were you doing? What was happening? Do you remember where you were in 2013? Let me see. October 8th, 2013 is when it's dropped. Ooh, what were you doing in October of 2013?
I was getting ready to release my first album.
That's what I'm saying. We was dropping music around that time.
My first album came out October 24th, 2013. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Take that back. I signed my first deal.
Anybody else? Yeah, no, that was big. Yeah, that's what fun. Yeah, no, 2013, I was running opportunities. Like, I was super proud of the project. The songs was getting me booked. Like, Let Me See Too was still keeping me active in the strip club and shit. So I was, you know, fucking around with DJ Glitch. Yeah. So now we get a chance. Now we get a chance to go into a little bit of hip hop history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the way you guys said. So, because Wish was the main DJ, and I won't lie. And why is his name escaping me right now. He used to do Club Envy. He's still active. I can't think of his last name. He was like a white skin guy. But he was super active at Club Envy. I'm so sorry. But it was. But yeah, no. But Wish is one of the people that was responsible for people actually getting paid from their fucking gigs when they were being promoted. Like any of his promoter team could step up to the plate and go, hey, I'm gonna do a show at one of your shows. Can I bring some people out? He said, alright, cool. Give me the list. I posted once or twice. And then you can negotiate your number per on the list. Boom, let's sit down. You bring your people, he actually let you perform. That was big. Because I had done this before and bigger, brought way more people. Now the picture up on screen from that night. But he was one of those people, like one of those pioneers of our era that was actually giving motherfuckers a chance. It was like I never knew DJ List as like fucking DJ. I ain't never seen DJ shit. You ever seen? Anybody ever seen List? I think that's why he dropped that. He dropped that whole thing. Before he got out. Okay. No. Bunch of cool shit. I actually don't even remember the reason why we talking about this. So, what I'm going to do is okay, that was the whole thing. That was what I was doing in 2013. Was doing Club Days, Joy Road, that was where it was at the time of the Jaguar. I never went to Jaguar. I ain't heard too much. Anyway,
I heard all shit. I was nervous on it. I'm like, crazy or shit. That bitch like that shit.
I mean, shit. So, Crenshaw is fucking hard. Like, it's the 8th mixtape by fucking Nipsey Hussle, man. That's great. He was going crazy as much as this is when you can tell that some money was at play. Sitting there tonight, Wonder Beats, all type of cool ass motherfuckers who was trying to do his hip hop collaboration. This was like a real hip hop boom bap style album. I mean, mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't something super familiar from the West Coast. And at the time, it wasn't a lot of people really popping besides like YG or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, at this time, Crenshaw was important. Once again, like, and that's one of the things we kind of rate the album on 1 out of 5. What's important is the cultural impact, of course, the lyrics, of course, the production side of it, of course, with the song. So yeah, things like that, we take all that shit into account. Hopefully we can put together 1 out of 5, add up our shit collectively, total it up. Hopefully we can get something close to like the average of the time. If it's classic, that means the podcast is classic. 1 or 2 of us say it's classic, 1 or 2 of us. So we can kind of go into some shit, man. And then of course it was independent fucking release, dog. Like, nigga was really making some fucking moves, dog. It was some good shit. No doubt. Like, really fucking good. It was important. Yeah. Let me see. Knowing it, it's like he knows him right away. So, is it a classic? Nipsey Hussle, Crenshaw. Now, let's see. So it looks like we got $22 of them bitches. Damn. He did go crazy, yeah. No, it's a
$100.
lot of fucking good ones, man. And then it was like, yeah, something about the $100. Like, okay, check it out. It's a motherfucking pothead theory. Oh yeah, right in the middle of motherfucking Crenshaw. He released the first NFT. Because that is how artists were dropping NFTs. They were going, hey, you buy this thing, and if you do, you get access to our concerts for X amount of days. We send you like some physical shit, and it's not just like a online purchase of some digital art. It was like more, and that was kind of like what niggas were moving towards. And I think he was way ahead of the motherfucking curve. This nigga Nipsey Hussle killing shit in different ways. You just never knew. This is great. We podding now. There it is. Marathon continues. Fuck, man.
And niggas closing and that shit take you to their website. You can buy that shit for a discount.
Yeah, that's weird.
Damn, man. Motherfucking Nip. Wait, turn out. Niggas wasn't even hip to this one, though. They didn't even know about it. So, motherfucking Crenshaw had a bunch of songs. That's one thing we already know and we established. Wasn't super happy about the fucking intro. I kind of skipped it. Won't lie. Crenshaw Boulevard is the name of the song. I eventually got to find a way so I can get on this damn screen. You See Us. Hard. Very fast. My brother had just came back from LA. He was running around something about like an app. And okay. Shit. That's still not moving. Shit, well, we can't do it. It's all good. Because I ain't gonna be able to control it. Everything. Because I gotta move around and shit. But he came back and he was telling me that he had finally heard about Nip. And he wasn't familiar with him prior. And I had come across Hustle in the House on MTV Jams way before. And then Bullets Ain't Got No Name. He started popping up on like Drake songs. He had like a Drake feature real early and shit. And that didn't end up on like no album or nothing. Killers. It was like a leak. Because it wasn't the greatest. It was definitely a rap. But he kind of reintroduced me to it. Eventually, I got the chance to meet Nip very momentarily. It was some real momentary shit at a show that you're familiar with at Club Sin. Cause Club Sin, I remember the difference between Club Sin and Blondie's because Blondie's was like the motherfucking like you were a young dog going and doing Blondie's, and you were a big dog when you was doing motherfucking Club Sin. It was like a different type of promoter base. Yeah, it was like more. It was more expensive to rent downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Than upstairs. So you was different with you was dealing with a different promoter, and I think it was bigger space too. So I think it was more expensive. Therefore, you're dealing with some different type of money at play. You know what I'm saying? You can get some different type of niggas to come. That's why niggas was getting Nipsey and niggas like that to come.
Upstairs?
No, Blondie's was downstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Upstairs.
Blondie's was upstairs.
Oh, because I was
What am I talking about? You're talking about downstairs? Downtown
It's the same.
right?
Yeah, under the bridge.
Yeah, Cliff
Blondie
Sin
was
was
upstairs.
downstairs. Blondie was the second floor.
What the fuck is that titty bar right here? Downtown?
Oh yeah. And you talking about strip club? Front stank.
Nah, downtown right next to Loco.
The strip club over there?
right.
But yeah, but yes. Long story short though, that's why it's a lot of energy from me behind this shit. Check me out.
Bazookies.
Was right behind it. Oh, Bazookies.
That's what I'm thinking.
Bazookies. Shout out to Bazookies. Yeah.
I'm trying to think hard. You ain't see me. I'm like,
Blondie Bazooki, you know how that is. I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Bazookies.
hey, shout out to y'all.
Check me out. The Weather with Rick Ross. Hard. All Get Right with Jay Stone. Hard. Didn't know who Jay Stone was. Fresh out. What'd he say? My name Jay Stone. I just got home. My flow is sick, bro. Disinfect the microphone. I'm like, okay, who is this nigga? Okay, he got a crew. All right, this is cool.
What was your favorite one from the CD?
From this in general, give me a sec, cause I probably don't, cause it's somewhere around maybe. It's somewhere between All Get Right, more or less, and Face the World. I think Face the World might be it. Face the World might be it. It might be the winner for me. But yeah, those songs was next. 4 in the Morning, the Don't Take Days Off, Hard, the H-Town song. I kind of skipped that one. I ain't gonna front. But then Face the World came and that was hard. Didn't really listen to Blessings too much, but sometimes, Summertime in the Cutlass.
That's my favorite one.
So I had just bought a fucking Mitsubishi. A fucking Mitsubishi Eclipse. I remember that shit. And yeah, I used to drive around downtown. I was single at the time, so I would just drive around bumping this song right there after the car wash. Like, that was my shit.
Banging in there too, didn't he?
A little bit, stock motherfucking radio.
Just make it rock, fuck it.
Real talk.
For real.
Change Nothing was hard though. That was like the single, I think. At this time, I think I was still like, when I'm cleaning up or some shit, I turn to like the Music Choice channel. You know what I'm saying? You got the Xfinity or whatever. You go to the Music Choice channel and just kind of let the music rock out a little bit before streaming. Streaming wasn't that popular, at least at this time. It was just something that was kind of phasing in.
Right.
Motherfuckers was still like, I was already clowning niggas for running around with CDs. I'm like, CD? You got a CD? Nigga, you don't stop fucking playing with these folks.
Yeah, you better get an
iPod.
iPod.
It was over. iPod and MP3 player. Nigga had to get a Zoom.
Oh, yeah, I had a Zoom.
I had a Zoom, boy.
That's a big fact, man. So this is that period. If You Were Mine was hard. Come Over was also hard. One of One was also hard.
Yeah.
And then that Crenshaw and Slauson. Now, this is where I got a slight beef with Nip. Not really, but
I know.
hear me out. Nip used the beat that Big Sean also used on Dark Sky Paradise.
I use that beat too.
The very last, not the last
That
song.
whole bitch. I remixed this shit. What's up?
It was really good.
Paradise.
It's good. No, not the Dark Sky
Oh, yeah.
Paradise song.
But
It was like the
actual-
last song
okay,
on that album.
Okay, I know what you're
Right.
talking about.
And that's a whole different story. We can really do
I got
that
it.
next episode, really, for the
Which one
class,
came out first?
the Dark Sky Class. It was like this almost the same. I wish I had.
So maybe
I gotta
they
be
did a
able to
thing
research. That's my thing. I gotta be able to research. I gotta figure out a
Big
way.
Sean definitely used one of my songs a year after I. Yeah.
So I know you might be sitting there on the couch, high as hell, and thinking to yourself, what's something good to eat right now? Munchies kicking in crazy, right? I got an idea. Best damn salad, salmon, turkey burger, they got it all. You can choose from a smorgasbord of options right over at bestdamnsalad.com. This is J Focuz from the Wake and Bake Podcast. Let's get back to the show. Yeah, let's get back into this Crenshaw. Let's wrap this shit up. Alright, so, yes. So, whole lot of songs on this album, dog. The cultural impact, everything behind it. He had, let me see. The big money at play here was just Ninth Wonder, actually. It was just Ninth Wonder. He was the only big producer on this, and everybody else was a part of his crew. 1500 or nothing. Yeah. So, with what he had and with what he was trying to do and everything that I know the cultural impact had, the $100 Proud to Pay campaign, the songs 1 through 21, it was 21 songs, but technically with the hidden tracks, it's 23 songs. This mixtape, it has to get, I'm sorry, but it's a motherfucking classic, dog.
Yeah, the recognition, yo. He just didn't see. That's the thing too. When I was
no, and y'all can say what y'all think.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
I feel like I agree because it's the same thing for LPs and EPs, and I've been figuring out like what to call what, because I know certain songs sit on a certain level, but it is all in with how he wanted to make money and just let it be free or not, you know what I'm saying? But everybody do deem it album worthy, and it is. He just straight speak them facts, When you speaking, when you in the moment, it's gonna always go. To me, it's gonna always go harder than just a made up bars, because I'm telling the story, not only a story, but my story that I'm living right now, and it ain't gotta be as crazy, you know what I'm saying? But bar for bar, I do feel like I ain't gonna say nobody, but it's a good amount of people that's not fucking with Big Sean, you know what I'm saying? But Nipsey got wordplay too, because the longer he progressed, though, you listen, you like, damn, he just get hard. That's how when I first heard about him, and then I started paying attention, I'm like, he did learn London. I'm like, ooh, that's a girl. I'm like, alright, then I just started as the cutest thing, but I was like, damn, he cold. So I was like, oh, that's that one guy. So then I started listening to all this stuff, and that was right before, God bless him.
Do anybody have a Big Sean story?
I met him twice.
What's your Big Sean story?
What's the first
We can't
time?
do that one, though.
Summer Jam.
We can't.
2011. Can't do which one. Oh yeah, so 2011 Summer Jam. Somebody gave me backstage passes, and me and my friend Michelle, shout out to her, and we went back there, and they finally let us get back there. And he was just like, you're doing it for the city and doing it because you love it. Just keep doing it, and don't stop. He was like, you seem like you're ambitious, and he was like, the fact that we talking, and I can tell that you're gonna get to where you're trying to go. So like, don't stop. And I'm like, damn, alright. Then he was doing some turkey giveaway. It was somewhere on the west side, but I had did a song with somebody that was a family friend, and me and them didn't work out, with the music, but I still got a banger from it and stuff. So I met him again, we took some pictures, and I gave him a demo. He ain't ever really say nothing, but it was just lit, because it was like I met him again and had pictures both times. So I feel like he pretty down to earth, then or whatever. So, but I'm glad like he just keep making it and doing more and give us, more knowingness. Like, we got this shit. Feel me? So
Yeah, that's always true.
hell yeah.
Anybody else? Big Sean story?
Hey,
Okay.
It ain't a story, you know what I'm saying? I don't know him
You
personally.
can have like any kind of encounter. Cause I have a Young Jeezy story, but I didn't never like.
hey.
I have 2 big Young Jeezy stories, but I never like directly interacted with them.
Okay.
So I didn't encounter Big Sean, but I had did a feature for somebody who was signed to Atlantic Records, like back in 2010, something like that, 2011. He had Kobe O'Donis on the hook. Kobe O'Donis was signed to Akon at the time. It was called Text From My Ex. I just did a verse. But that was real early.
I remember Text From My Ex.
You remember that?
You promoted it.
Yeah.
I remember you promoted it.
Hey.
Yeah, so that was before I was even in the real studio. I was just fresh out of college. I had my little MacBook, my little mic, my little speakers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I did the verse. I ain't know how to mix nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even a good verse for real. But send it back. I put it on YouTube. And like a year later, I'm driving. I hear the beginning of the beat. And my girl at the time was like, "Hey, is that your song?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I turned that shit up. All I hear is early in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh shit, right.
So it was Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. So it was that beat. And it's still on YouTube right now if you look it up. The Text from My Ex. It ain't the greatest song as far as what I did on there, but you know what I'm saying? That was early in my career. But
right, early you.
same beat.
Damn.
But that shit was platinum. I'm gonna pull that shit up.
Hey, that's nuts, dog. Yeah, indirect stories like that is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Here we go, right here.
So, okay, I'll give it a shot.
We break up, it means we're broke up. Don't try to call me, don't try to text me. It's time to move on. Realize that I'm gone. When I look down, all I see is another text from my ex.
Oh yeah. What's up, kid?
Girl, your ex go away. When I look down, all I see is another text from my ex.
Damn. Wow. Okay.
Oh shit. Hold on. Oh yeah, I remember. They took y'all shit.
No, so now I wouldn't touch
No,
that
they don't really
situation.
want to take his clothes off.
Yeah, that's what we was on that shit, right? Whoa, no. Hell, bro. They be doing that shit.
I mean, but look. So it wasn't my song. That was Fresh. His name was Freshie at the time. I think he changed his name now.
But it was good. Affiliated. I mean,
But
it was like
same beat.
that.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then I
man.
ended up hearing that shit on the radio. I was sick. That shit happened a few times too.
Yo, Young M.A. went off my shit. That's, I did this Punch Yourself beat. This guy, New York Bangers, made it. She made her, what song is that?
But yeah, that probably had something to do with Freshie. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking with the same
Crazy.
producers at the same time and shit. I think
That's
Young
the
Fire
fucking
made that up.
game. I hate that part. I got a similar story. I'm gonna save it for another episode. But yeah. So when Volume 3 came out, the mixtape series that he had the Big Sean, the Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. Volume 3 had just came out. I had just started working with Flawless on my own from the Olympics. Multi-platinum selling production group. Did songs for Rick Ross. Yo Gotti. Yeah. Shout out to Olympics. They did a lot of big shit. They're responsible for my first radio spins at motherfucking 97.9. Shout out to JLB. You know what I'm saying? I remember that day like yesterday too. That shit was like, it was Thanksgiving. The whole family was on their way to the same place. I called everybody and told them all, like, hey, turn the radio. Everybody, I heard my shit on the way to the shit. It was lit. That was like the best case scenario for like your song getting split for the first time and knowing about it before. But Flaw called me. No, he called Ray. My brother Ray was managing us at the time, or he was managing me. He was managing the group Boss Status. We was talking about groups earlier. That was the group that we was in, Boss Status. Shout out to everybody in Boss Status, man. Shout out to my nigga Dave Wanzel, Relly Scrully. But Flaw called. He was like, "It's the event going on at the Blind Pig. Can you come?" I said, "Oh yeah, sure. What event?" He's like, "It's Big Sean and a couple other people." I'm like, "Oh well." He's like trying to sell it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be interested in some shit like this. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be fucking there." Like I'm actually not that far. Because I was staying in Romulus at the time. And so, went up there. It was a whole bunch of motherfuckers. This is Ann Arbor, so it's, you know, majority white crowd, but, you know. And that's the part that I hate, is that it seems like while he was actively coming up, nobody out here knew him like that. It was fucked up. But not really. I think it was the main reason was because he had went on tour with If I Could Write You with Mike Posner. He went on tour with Mike Posner to open his whole shit, and so that was like when he was promoting his first mixtapes or whatever. But we went up there and it was popping. I was on the side of the stage because it was kind of like bullfrogish, you know what I'm saying? Except not as big of a stage, you know what I'm saying? It was like a little stage thing.
Like, not that big, but big enough.
And you can kind of like get to him. Like if you wanted to as a fan, you could like go grab him if you kind of wanted to, type scenario. And we were on the side of the stage or whatever, we were just kicking it. And I remember like yesterday, the nigga was performing My Closet with Say It Ain't Tone. The nigga was jumping up and down, going crazy and shit. And then Say It Ain't Tone part came, and he like was just on some hype shit, fucking with the crowd while he was rapping. That nigga looked to the left over there where we was at, and went and did a double take, like after the fact. He got off stage, he did all of the shit, everybody kind of swarmed him, he gave autographs and shit, all that good shit, took pictures. And then I got a chance to talk to him a little bit later. I'm like, so what was up with the double take? He was like, I thought I was looking in the mirror. And at the time, and I'll put another picture up on the screen right here, people were saying that we looked alike. So I was getting mistaken for him going out all the time. Like I had these big white sunglasses or whatever, and I used to wear them out and shit. And so people used to say I looked like Big Sean. And so when he saw me, he also was like, I thought I was looking at me, and it was you. My bad. You know what I'm saying? You kind of threw me off. And so that's my Big Sean story. It was a moment. It was cool. Shout out to Flaw. Flaw was bringing me into some shit. That nigga was calling me to some shit. Hey, Flawless, I need some fucking beats, nigga. Shout out to fucking Flaw, man. So yeah, Crenshaw, what's your take? What's out of 5?
4.7. I still give it classic status though. It had that impact. It had pretty much everything for me. It's just you know, it's mostly a boom bap album.
I like that though. I did like it.
That's why I respect it more. Bad fact, I take that back. Yeah, put that at 5.
Let's go. Yeah.
That was still like what, 10 years ago?
Yeah,
that was 2013.
Yes, and it's right now.
You said you were talking about it.
I was about to say the fact that we talking about it.
Whole decade.
Yeah.
Exactly, down to the decade.
You giving it a 5?
Let's
go, nigga. Hey. Finally. Man, hey, it's been a lot of episodes of the Thewakenbakepodcast. It's been a long time since we got a solid consensus of 5.
Hey.
Holy shit.
Say 5 and the next meat needs to to the roof.
We about 70 of them things up. You know what I'm saying? This one might not come out next. It might come out after the one we do on Thursday, but this is gonna be number 70 in that case. So we've been doing this a while, man, and we don't get it. That it just don't happen. Either the guests don't think the album we brought up is up to par, or it's me. I think it's usually me. So oh, I didn't mean to do that, but I did it anyway. So at the Wake and Bake Podcast, we have collectively given Nipsey Hussle, Crenshaw, 5 stars in this bitch. Goddamn. It's motherfucking classic, dog. This is what y'all come here for. Independently, though.